I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Broken. Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Is that really you?
Who are you?
Sean, where is everyone?
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Yes, it's me, your dad. I'm here, Sean.
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. I'm here now.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Sean, please, calm down. I'll get you out of there.
Father? Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Father? That's your name? Your title?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute, just as you mean to your son, to Sean.
God. All we're missing are the teacups and the white rabbit.
Ah, levity. Excellent. A sure sign that you adapt quickly to stressful environments. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you. After all this time, it's me. I am Shaun. I am your son.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality, and here I am. Raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
It wasn't right, what they did. Taking you from me like that.
To you, that would certainly seem true. But to the Institute, it made all the sense in the world. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking, yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. Yes. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? Of course not. But I've done my best to move on and live my life. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
But, director? Why you?
I was the most qualified for the position, obviously. I've lived my life within these walls, dedicated to science like every other member of the Institute. My hard work has paid off. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Yes, that's what I want.
I know. I know you've been through so much. I'm pleased to see it has not impaired your judgment. Forgive me. I'd assumed that after everything I'm sure you've seen above ground, you would be more than a bit biased against us. There is much to be done. You'll need time to acclimate yourself, a chance to become acquainted with our procedures.
I'll do whatever it takes. It's worth it.
I am glad to hear that. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ao in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary...
Doc.
Oh.
They weren't kidding.
I don't know.
You really are here.
Most of them have
Well,
lasted
all right.
long past their projected
I'm Allie.
lifespans.
Allie Fillmore.
If you ask me,
You can think of
they
me
were
as the
built pretty
Institute's
well.
chief, and when Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that...
I wanted to kill the son of a bitch who murdered my wife.
Kellogg always was a cold bastard. If you ask me, we're better off without him. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. It'll be a load off Sean's mind. Take your time. Get yourself acquainted. If there's anything else you'd like to know...
It must be a challenge to meet the power demands of a place like this.
Absolutely. We scratch and scrape for every precious ounce of voltage that we can. Over the years, we've learned a few tricks that help supplement our power budget. When necessary, we can tap into select sources on the surface. We take only what we need, of course. Fortunately, Advanced Systems is always working on new solutions to generate more energy. It's a good thing, too, because the demand is always increasing. You don't even want to know what a single use of the molecular dematerializer consumes. I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full
Greetings.
roll out.
As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you
Thanks
today?
again.
Of course.
Sure. Let's take a look.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
I've heard stories, and the surface sure sounds scary.
Have you had time to examine my latest reports on Batch 274?
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations.
Hi, Doc.
I wonder how the
Welcome.
Warwick family is
So
doing.
good to have you here.
Young
Dr.
Wally must
Clayton
be close
Holdren,
to 10 years old by
head
now.
of the Bioscience
It's
Division.
remarkable that
I
any
can't
child
wait
can
for you to see the
survive
work
for
we're
so
doing.
long up there, don't you
It's
think?
truly amazing.
I look forward to learning more about it.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Yeah, I can't imagine anything more exciting than fake gorillas.
Speaking only for myself, I find them fascinating. Of course, I might be a little biased. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in, but I'd like to give it a try.
Great. I was hoping you'd say that. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Tell me more about those synth gorillas.
On the whole, I'd say they were a success. Their behavior does generally match what our historical data says it should be. Unfortunately, we had a few early setbacks. The creatures can become suddenly aggressive, and they're quite strong. They destroyed 2 of their synth handlers. So now we keep them in an isolated habitat where they can be safely observed.
Dr. Holdren's Synth Gorilla project is showing promising results. Is it true Food Supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing.
Excuse me,
At
Doctor.
this point, she's
Ah,
just doing it
it's
for
you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
Well,
Don't
that
worry.
was
I
productive.
promise I won't get in your way.
Thank you, I do appreciate that. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
Is everything okay, Dr. Lee? You seem pretty tense.
Yes, things are... I'm sorry, I don't socialize much.
One day, I'll design a more efficient reactor to replace that old clunker in the basement.
Doctor.
Oh, hi there. Sorry if I seem distracted. I memorized 5 sets of design schematics, and now I'm doing detailed mental comparisons.
Oh, for goodness sake, I can't find my notes anywhere.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next
You know,
trial.
welcome to the
Protocol
Institute, sir.
authorized
Personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office.
Operating at
well,
full
you can
capacity.
tell him that I intend to...
I am seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some
Pardon
heads
me.
together.
What now?
They're dragging their
Power
feet on
armor
the
is
targeting
effective,
package
sure.
upgrades I asked for.
But it's
Maybe
hard
I should take some courses with me. Send the best message.
Please don't. There's
Hey,
enough
Doc.
friction as it is
So,
between us and pretty
Here
much
you
all
are.
the other departments.
Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider. The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only natural to take extra precautions, It's nothing personal, I assure you. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
So basically, you're the secret police.
Secret police? If that's a pre-war reference, then I'm afraid it's lost on me.
Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. Well, I gather you know all this, since you've encountered... In fact, I'd very...
I hate to break it to you, but your Courser wasn't all that tough.
Then it's likely the unit was defective. It's rare, but I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire... Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
You mentioned that Coursers undergo special training. Tell me more about it.
The SRB constantly monitors our Gen 3 synth population, looking for specific traits. Those who show tenacity, fearlessness, and independence undergo a rigorous training regimen. We teach them armed and unarmed combat, investigative techniques, psychology, and mechanical skills. Those who pass a final evaluation become Coursers. The rest have their memories wiped and return to their former duties.
Unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
Return to your duties, and remember to record every symptom you experience in detail.
I hope I'll prove a useful test subject for you, Doctor.
Busted.
You're here. Glad you made it. When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
Safety first. Remember that.
Hey, it's me. So you're the one who sent the encrypted message. How did you even do that? I wasn't sure anyone on the surface...
Uh-huh. Who are you?
I'm Liam Benet. My father runs Synth Development, and everyone knows who you are.
A friend named Tinker Tom cracked...
He must have had some serious hardware to pull that off. Wow. Your message was only one word. Friend.
The Railroad's in the business of helping synths, too.
What? The Railroad? I kept sending synths to the surface hoping someone would help them. I hoped the Railroad got to some of them.
You saved a lot of synths.
So much to take in. But, wait. With you in the picture, but we'll need help. Where's he? Probably best to talk about something else right now. You know my father thinks it's a living hell on the surface. But that can't be right. Heck, you look positively normal to me. No offense. I'm not sure if we could ever make the surface actually a decent place to live. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't at least try to help, you know? Good. He's here. C-114. It's me.
Sir, do you require something?
It's okay, Z-1. He's a friend. He's with the Railroad.
Meeting here is dangerous. And you bring a stranger. You.
Because the members of the Railroad have dedicated their lives to fight for your freedom.
I thought only Mr. Benet cared. But your friends actually fight for us?
That's what the Railroad does, Z-1. He's from the surface.
I've never met another human willing to help. But, sir, we must make this quick.
Right now. How many synths want to escape, Z-1?
The ones I know for certain? 13.
That'll take forever. Let's free those
I would do anything for my people. It's no good. The old maintenance tunnels that lead there are always sealed.
If I can find...
Yes.
Liam.
Just a few high-security doors, right? Controlled by cutting-edge SRB security tech. Yeah. A head-on hack is the sucker play. So we go at them sideways. You're willing to help, right? I can't do this alone.
Of course I'll help you.
Our core security architecture hasn't fundamentally changed from the old CIT days. The original security program was called Code Defender. Revolutionary stuff. We still have terminals running version 1, mothballed in storage. With some persuasion, I can get an old terminal to interface with the new security terminals. Enough to open doors, at least. Problem is, I can't even crack version 1. So I need a good old-fashioned username and a password. And that's nowhere to be found in the Institute. But if you could get me a pre-war admin password from the surface, I could log right in.
Where would I find that?
Unfortunately, I don't know. The obvious place won't work. The CIT ruins were picked clean years ago, but some of the admins had to live off campus. Ask your friends in the railroad. I need...
Three levels of approval. Can you believe that? 3!
Nice. Sweet. That's it.
Standing down. Scanners detecting sentient life. Alert level elevated. Area not secure. Repeat. Area not secure.
There we go.
Scanning. Combat zone is hot.
Got it.
personal record, Dr. Brian Virgil. This will likely be my last recording. My requests to shut down the FEV program have repeatedly been denied. We've learned nothing useful in the last 10 years. Why does Father insist on continuing it? If he won't see reason, then I have to take matters into my own hands. What we're doing, it's not right. It needs to stop. If anyone should find this after I'm gone, know that I never wanted to hurt anyone. Anyone. Do you understand me? I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down. If not for good, then at least for years to come. After that, I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So, I'm leaving. I have a plan, and if it works, I'll be somewhere safe.
This is Dr. Elliot reporting for the Bioscience Division. March 22-24. We just received another... this is Dr. Elliot with the official report for the Directorate from Bioscience. The date is, August 2178. I'm pleased to report that, as has been the case during my tenure, crop yields exceed expectations. In point of fact, everything down here is fine, with one notable exception. Dr. Frederick has informed me that the Directorate has pre-approved research on samples of the FEV virus, which he already has in his possession. Now, I'm not one to question the Directorate, you all know that. I don't even want to know where this came from, but, well, this is troubling. Dangerous, possibly. I will do my best to make sure risks are minimized, but I really do hope that the consequences are understood.
Excuse me, I've got reports to deliver.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
You've got technology here that I never dreamed possible. It's amazing.
I'm glad you can appreciate what we've accomplished. None of it has been easy. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
So it's like every other wonder gizmo ever invented. When will you eggheads learn?
Have faith. Let me show you how we deal with such problems. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
Sure. We'll just fight our way through an army of homicidal maniacs and ask this synth to come on home.
I didn't say it would be easy. But I'm confident that with a courser at your side, you'll have no trouble. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives. You should get going. There's no time to waste.
Hey, it's Fixer. Fixer's back. Pam wants you. She explained why, but...
Desdemona.
Oh, thank God.
Woo! See, Jazz, I told you the molecular stabilization matrix held.
Funny, you didn't sound certain yesterday. It is really, really good to see you. Did it work? Did you make it inside the Institute?
I got there, and the Institute...
A paradise built on the backs of slavery is no paradise at all. In Tom's holotape, did you make contact?
I met Patriot. His name is Liam Benet.
I knew you'd get the job done. We need every scrap of Write up a full report on Pam.
DIA. Shit, man. That cash you found had some real...
You might want to flush your system with Radaway before you...
Hey, Tom.
I was power napping and whammo, it hit me. Got some ideas on how to kit out Deliverer. But the creme de la creme is ballistic polymer weave. Lightweight, serious stopping power. And it looks just like normal clothing. I got some in stock now. Oh, give me some time.
Show me what you got.
Okay, here's what...
Sorry, Tinker Tom's got me doing something.
Confirming presence of rogue variable. Dispensing data. Analysis completed. Based on target's activity pattern, location, conclusion. Stopgap solution. Terminate course.
Seems logical to me.
This unit's logic circuits target designated eliminate courser variable.
The importance of Bunker Hill and
Preliminary
our
analysis
is not widely
complete.
known. Please keep it that way. Anything we need to move on?
Affirmative. Codename Patriot requires admin credentials for Code Defender security software. Cross-indexing CIT security administrators with 2077 Commonwealth Census records. Filtering by surviving structures. One match found. Bergman. Wilfred. Bergman. Wilfred. Registered as co-owner of Cambridge Polymer Labs. Estimated 81% chance of login credentials being located at this facility.
Thanks, Pam.
Complement detected.
After you get the password report back here.
Uh-huh.
AO compromised. Engaging.
Excellent.
They had no expense, did they?
Ambush. Ambush. Defensive protocols engaged.
Ain't personal, just you or me. Okay, cut the shit.
Nothing there now.
Hell yeah.
Battles are one. The fifth.
Nice.
Wars with wits. Hail, Knight. The Commonwealth's a dangerous place. Make sure you gear up before you head out.
Compromised. Engaging.
That's it. Go!
This fight is already over.
Now that's one way to get that pumping.
You can't only take 10 cans. You know, it tastes better than that old cram or brahmin that's been sitting out in the sun for days. There are people out there who are hungry. You just gotta sell
I'm
up
busy.
the
Hold up.
product a bit more.
I'm sorry, but 10 cans is all I can commit to right now. It was selling like crazy for a while there, but there's been talk about people getting sick.
People get sick all the time. That has nothing to do with my product. Besides, I mean, I'm only selling the meat you people bring me. If there's something wrong with it, it's your own damn fault.
Oh, so now it's my fault? Forget it, the deal's off. You want to sell your product to the people out there? Then you can get out there and do it your damn self.
What? Hey, come on. Fine.
Excuse me?
Looking to trade?
You'll be back.
Sure.
Let me show you what I've got. Got some stuff for sale. Care to have a look?
What was that in there about people getting sick?
Theo got that old cannery up and running about a year or so back, and it was all good and well for a while, but in the past couple, don't get me wrong, not like, I'm sure I have something.
Sure. Where did you get that vault suit?
Never been to 81, I take it? I grew up there, but left to be a nice Pip-Boy, by the way. Mine was a piece of junk. Threw it out years ago. So, can I interest you in a trade?
Do you want to set up a permanent shop? I know the perfect place.
I'm confused. Care to see what I've got for sale?
Do you want to set up a
You've got yourself a deal.
Hi.
Couldn't stay away, huh? Bitch.
Sure.
A great price for a great product.
Ambush. Ambush. Defensive protocols engaged.
Coast looks clear. Wouldn't want it going to waste now, would we? us again. What's that? I hope you were smiling.
I was hoping for a challenge. Guess I'll keep hoping.
You even break a sweat. Not that it's an option. Something out. I'm ready for it.
Slipped away, huh? Smart move.
Hey.
There's some. Something you need?
Message to Sal Bosconi. You and I clearly need to talk. About Danvers, about the Montrano mess, about everything. I think we both agree that our attempts to improve North-South relations have been a complete failure.
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, sir. Designation X688. I've already neutralized the perimeter.
Moron Montrano.
All right, let's go.
Right behind you, sir. Capture the scene from Bertali. I'll be waiting.
Guess it's safe. Now.
Getting tired yet?
Fucking cow!
Engaging. Ambush.
Fucking cow!
Don't quit, do ya?
I think we're target spotted. You call this a fight? Hold up a moment, sir. There's something important I need to tell you.
I'm listening.
I'm going to give you B592's reset code. If he hears the code phrase, it'll reset his cognitive processes and make him docile. You'll need to say B592 initialize factory reset, followed by the authorization code Gamma 71 Epsilon. Once he's shut down, I can transport him safely back to the Institute.
Jesus, what a mouthful.
Then talk fast, sir. That's all, sir.
Yes.
You building a collection or something?
Over here. Leave no survivors. Elbow.
That's it.
Well
Judging
done.
by your gear, I'm
Very
gonna guess you two are agents
Just
of the
like
Institute.
me.
So, made it to the
Tell
top. Is the Institute so desperate for resources that
Could've
it's stealing
sworn.
plunder from honest, hard-working Commonwealth gangs?
B592, initialize factory reset, authorization Gamma 71 Epsilon.
Boss? Are you okay? Gabriel, can you hear me? Shit, they did something to him! Hey, what? Ah!
Nice work, sir. I'll take the synth back. This is X688, ready to relay with reclaimed synth B592.
Giving you trouble.
Sweet.
Well, I could give that terminal a look.
I've never lost anyone before. This failure is new to me.
Strong getting.
Should prove interesting.
Once someone
to build next. My databanks are continuing to accumulate vast amounts of data regarding the Commonwealth.
someday, super mutants kill everything.
You lead the way, and I'll follow, sir.
Strong hope we find milk of human kindness soon.
All systems are a go, sir.
World is bigger than Strong knew.
My systems are continuing to function at peak efficiency. I must apologize for the odd noises I'm currently emitting, a consequence of being mechanical in nature. Traveling with you is proving to be quite
Hey.
I'm listening.
I wonder how long my systems will endure these rugged conditions.
So many humans, not many super mutants.
Never fear, sir. I will ensure your safety to the best of my ability.
Humans all look funny.
I trust you. Join my company. You and I make quite an effective team.
Strong wants to smash something.
Jackson ensured I was well built for travel. His modifications will be adequate for quite some time.
Evening is drawing near. Perhaps we should seek shelter. Everything seems to be proceeding according to plan, sir.
Tinker. Strong boy. So much walking. Want to do more fighting?
Doesn't it feel good to be a part of something as important as the Brotherhood?
Wish a buckethead would show up. I'd rip his legs clean off.
Every scumbag in the Commonwealth is gonna know our names.
Getting hungry. Fist was weak leader. Strong glad to be rid of it. Humans all look funny. So much walking. Want to... do more fighting! Strong getting hungry. Want someone to eat.
Well done. Like watching an artist at work. I've never lost anyone before. This failure is new to me. Traveling with you is proving to be quite uplifting.
So humans, not many super mutants.
Jackson ensured I was well built for travel. His modifications will be adequate for quite some time.
Welcome to the Cambridge Polymer Labs. Employment
Sure, the world may have ended, but why not?
Let's see what employment opportunities do to increase. Question 1. Do you possess...
Sounds like you need me
Calculating test results. Would you like the order?
Sure, why not?
Wonderful.
Yes.
There we are.
Target down.
Chewing on us.
Nice.
And we will begin the presentation. Please find an open seat, and we will begin the presentation. Please find an open seat, and we will begin the presentation. Please find an open seat, and we will begin the presentation. The genesis of Cambridge Polymer Labs lies in the research of a group of brilliant graduate students. John Elwood, Erica Woolham, and Wilfred Bergman met during their time together at CIT. This slide shows them at their graduation. Their research into nucleostrictive and piezoelectric polymers caught the attention of Colonel George Kemp in the fall of 2073. In the spring of 2074, the company was founded, with a generous grant provided by the Defense Experimental Research Project Initiative. The research produced here has resulted in several of the components used in the Liberty Prime project that led to the successful defense of Anchorage. The company enjoys a strong relationship with the military and welcomes your addition to the research team that helps build a better America. Please follow me to the research lab so that you may begin your work. Complimentary beverages are provided for employees. Please label any food or cigarettes you leave in the break room.
Don't let all that horsepower go to your head. Who do you think actually won?
Sales staff are provided with a business suit,
Nobody.
the cost of which will be deducted from your first commission. Please take a moment to dress in your proper work attire and follow me into the green room. The research staff will greet you on the other side of the clean room. Thank you for your attention, and welcome to the team. Please enter the clean room. I have been instructed to inform you that Director Elwood has issued mandatory overtime due to uncompleted milestones. Consequently,
like the war never
staff will
even
not be
happened.
allowed to leave the labs until the piezonucleic lining project has been completed. Please report to the project lead, Dr. Elwood Warren, for specific research assistance.
We have a situation.
Please report to the project lead, Dr. Elwood Woolham, for specific research assignment. Starting Deacon. Contamination sequence.
Sorry, folks, won't be chewing on us. Shouldn't take long.
I'm in.
Lights out for you. You got guts.
Target down.
Looks like the last time I got a checkup in here.
Scanners detecting sentient life. Alert level elevated.
Not that it's an option. So long as you're carrying it.
compromised. Engaging.
Nice.
Took one too many orders.
Half of you know this already, but something so big, I can't ask people to keep it secret any longer. The rumor is true. One of our agents has made it inside the Institute.
Is this what Tinker Tom was working on?
Yes, Tom's work is related, but the device and the assembly was the Wanderer's doing. After the device was assembled, he made it inside the Institute, and then back out.
Where is the Institute?
We're not sure exactly. Best guess is that it's somewhere under the old CIT. But they've been using a teleportation device to get in and out, so it could be anywhere.
What did he find out?
I know you all have questions, but I've said everything I'm going to. But know this, the ops you're planning and running now are the most important of our lives. We have a chance at rescuing more synths than we ever dreamed of. So get it done.
I'm very busy. Unless you need my medical expertise, please bother someone else. Delightful. Let's waste more of my time, shall we? Please, I do have important duties to attend to.
Excellent work. On our side, we've gone through your report. It was extraordinary. So many pieces of the puzzle clicked into place. Our final analysis indicates the Institute is far more formidable than we ever feared or imagined. If we stage a mass... Instead, we use this one chance.
Sure. Too risky. We should save those 13 while we can.
We do that, and we'd no longer be a gnat buzzing in the I will not save 13. The Institute... So the heart of our talk with C-14...
Z1 seems capable of that.
We always thought Patriot. As much as we owe Patriot, if he learns we're willing to... Good luck. We're all with you.
Glad you signed on. Means I might get to take the occasional night off.
I can't imagine living on the surface. It sounds like a nightmare. Feels like this project has been going on for months.
I'm glad to see you return safely. I know the task was difficult, but...
Gabriel and his gang were sick bastards, hanging their victims up like trophies. I'm just glad it's over.
While we can do nothing for Gabriel's victims, we can at least take comfort in the knowledge that the threat has been removed. But enough about that. The task is done, and you've returned our synth safely to us. I couldn't have hoped for a better outcome. Well done. While you were away, you'll find all... Go and have a look.
Uh-huh.
Sir, we've had another situation. A code red.
What? Third time in 2 weeks. This is unacceptable. How could this happen?
We think there was a system glitch. We're looking into it.
You're all useless. I'll figure out. In the meantime, tell the others to be on high alert. I want more patrols and more rounds.
Right away, sir.
If you see anything
Your new
even
quarters
remotely
are here,
suspicious,
sir.
report it immediately. This absolutely cannot happen again.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Understood.
When you're finished here, sir, Father wants to see you.
You must speak quickly. We cannot risk being discovered. I have made a ring, but...
A better plan is to use this opportunity to...
And I thought Mr. Benet... Of course I'd fight for my freedom, but enough to face... Yes. Even if most don't join the fight, but we should be...
All people want to be free.
If the railroad inspires we will give my people an... I admire Mr... I will talk to my friends.
You get me what we talked about?
and I'm in business.
Liam, I got your username and password.
You railroad guys really deliver, you know? Hooking that agent, so hand it over.
Right. This is a
Good question. If we find we can't risk and...
Here you go.
Great. Z-114 is what...